Most drivers think car maintenance is simply about changing the oil every few thousand miles, but the truth is far more nuanced. The difference between a car that dies at 150,000 miles and one that runs well past 500,000 miles often comes down to a single routine inspection performed every 10,000 miles. Neglecting this can quietly allow small issues to grow into catastrophic failures, costing thousands in repairs and reducing the lifespan of your vehicle. Following this simple 10,000-mile ritual, however, can dramatically extend your car's life, protect its engine, and prevent avoidable breakdowns. This is the routine that professional mechanics, long-haul fleet operators, and even some manufacturers rely on to keep vehicles running reliably for hundreds of thousands of miles. The 10,000-mile interval is not arbitrary. Car manufacturers design service windows based on years of engineering, metallurgy, and real-world wear data. This milestone represents the point where wear particles, height cycles, and fluid degradation start to align across multiple systems. Veteran mechanics from brands like Toyota and Honda often warn that skipping this inspection allows problems to accumulate silently until a single failure costs thousands. But treating it like a preventative measure is like brushing your teeth. You prevent decay before it becomes irreversible. At the 10,000-mile mark, you catch small problems while they are easy and inexpensive to fix, ensuring that your car's systems remain in harmony and operate efficiently. Oil changes are the most visible part of vehicle maintenance, but they only scratch the surface. At 10,000 miles, it's not enough to drain old oil and replace the filter. Mechanics also inspect the oil filter housing, gaskets, and drain plug, looking for tiny leaks that often go unnoticed. Even a slow oil leak can gradually lower pressure, cutting the engine's lifespan in half over time. Micro leaks may cost customers thousands in future engine repairs if ignored, yet many quick lube shops fail to check for them. Advanced operators even conduct oil analysis, testing for early signs of bearing wear, coolant intrusion, or fuel dilution. Fleet operators use this practice religiously, and it's a key reason why some engines reach 1,000,000 miles. This goes far beyond routine oil changes and requires an understanding of the signs that indicate future engine trouble. Transmission maintenance is another area where most drivers are misled. Many believe that transmission fluid lasts 60,000 miles or more without issue, but this is a misconception. At 10,000 miles, you don't necessarily replace the fluid, but you should inspect it carefully. Healthy fluid is bright red or pink, while brown or burnt-smelling fluid indicates clutch pack wear and heat damage. Bubbles, foam, or low levels can reveal overfilling, leaks, or aeration, all of which accelerate wear. Addressing these early warning signs prevents a $4,000 gearbox rebuild down the road. BMW technicians point out that even so-called lifetime fluid is really only guaranteed for the duration of the warranty, not the lifespan of the car itself. A simple inspection at this interval can prevent irreversible damage and maintain smooth operation for hundreds of thousands of miles. The brake system also deserves detailed attention at this stage. Brakes are more than just pads and rotors. A proper 10,000-mile inspection includes checking brake fluid level and color, caliper slide pins, and the functionality of the parking brake. Light amber fluid indicates a healthy system, while dark brown fluid signals contamination. Sticking caliper pins lead to uneven pad wear and warped rotors, and a sticky parking brake can drag slightly, reducing highway fuel efficiency by 5 to 10%. Skipping this inspection can turn what might be a $150 pad replacement into a $1,200 overhaul of the full braking system. The danger is compounded by the fact that many brake issues do not present obvious symptoms until the problem has already caused significant damage. The cooling system, often overlooked, is arguably the silent killer of engines. Engines fail more frequently from overheating than from lack of oil, and modern vehicles with aluminum blocks and heads are especially vulnerable. At 10,000 miles, mechanics inspect the coolant level, color, radiator cap, and hoses for soft spots or bulges. Even one overheating event can warp aluminum, crack the block, and destroy an engine instantly. Subaru and other manufacturers' veteran technicians note that routine 10,000-mile cooling system checks are the difference between cars reaching high mileage and those that fail prematurely. Keeping this system in check ensures long-term reliability and protects against catastrophic engine failure. Tires and alignment also play a critical role in both safety and vehicle longevity. At this milestone, tire rotation is recommended to promote even wear, but an alignment check is equally important. A slight misalignment increases rolling resistance, reducing fuel efficiency and causing uneven tire wear, which can lead to premature replacements. A simple $80 alignment check can extend tire life by 20,000 miles and save hundreds of dollars. More importantly, uneven wear can be an early warning for worn suspension components, such as bushings, bent control arms, or failing struts. Addressing these issues early not only saves money, but also maintains stability and safety at highway speeds. Finally, cabin and engine air filters may seem minor, but they have hidden consequences if neglected. A clogged engine air filter can reduce fuel economy by up to 10% and put unnecessary strain on the mass airflow sensor. Meanwhile, a dirty cabin filter forces the HVAC system to work harder, prematurely wearing out blower motors. Inspecting these filters at the 10,000-mile mark prevents small inefficiencies from escalating into expensive repairs. Many professional mechanics report making more money on neglected blower motor replacements than on actual engine repairs, underscoring the importance of these seemingly minor checks. By the end of this first 10,000-mile inspection, a vehicle's core systems, from engine to brakes to air filters, are assessed, ensuring that minor issues don't silently grow into catastrophic failures. At the 10,000-mile mark, it's also crucial to assess the health of your vehicle's electrical system, an often overlooked component that silently determines longevity and reliability. Modern cars are essentially rolling computers, and a weak battery or poor alternator output can create cascading problems across the engine control unit, transmission control module, anti-lock braking system, and dozens of other onboard electronics. Mechanics at this interval check the battery voltage, alternator output, and corrosion on terminals, as even small electrical weaknesses can lead to false error codes, misdiagnosis, and unnecessary replacement of parts. According to AAA, 1/3 of roadside breakdowns are electrical, not mechanical, which emphasizes the importance of catching small issues early. A simple voltage test or terminal cleaning at 10,000 miles can prevent expensive and unpredictable failures, ensuring that your vehicle continues to operate smoothly without unexpected hiccups. Suspension and steering are next on the list. While often ignored by casual drivers, worn suspension components can compound damage throughout the car, affecting everything from tire wear to braking distance. At every 10,000-mile check, professional mechanics inspect ball joints, tie rods, bushings, shocks, and struts. Worn ball joints or tie rods can cause sloppy steering and uneven tire wear, while cracked or hardened bushings allow components to shift, stressing the chassis. Weak shocks or struts allow excessive bouncing, which pounds mounts, springs, and even the frame. Beyond comfort, worn suspension parts are a serious safety hazard. Braking distance can increase by up to 20 feet at highway speeds, the difference between avoiding a collision and a catastrophic accident. Fleet operators understand this well, which is why suspension and steering inspections are integral to every preventative maintenance schedule. Fuel system maintenance is another hidden factor in long-term reliability. Fuel injectors begin to accumulate deposits far earlier than most drivers realize, often before any noticeable loss of power or rough idling occurs. By the 10,000-mile mark, early signs of restriction can appear, particularly if low-quality fuel is used. Preventative measures include consistently using top-tier fuels recommended by manufacturers like GM, Toyota, and BMW, and applying high-quality fuel system cleaners with polyethyramine or PEA, such as Chevron Techron. Ignoring these early warnings can lead to clogged injectors, misfires, reduced fuel economy, and eventually expensive replacements exceeding $1,000. Proactive maintenance at this interval keeps the combustion system clean and ensures optimal performance for hundreds of thousands of miles, avoiding the silent degradation that often surprises drivers later in the vehicle's life. Exhaust and emission systems are also critical to inspect at 10,000 miles.
Problems like small leaks near the manifold, damaged catalytic converter heat shields, or slow-responding oxygen sensors may not trigger immediate errors, but can quietly affect engine performance. Even a minor exhaust leak alters back pressure, which confuses the ECU, leading to improper fuel trims, reduced efficiency, and accelerated wear on pistons and valves. Professional ASE master technicians report that leaving small exhaust leaks unchecked can destroy a catalytic converter in less than 20,000 miles, a repair that can easily exceed $2,500. Inspecting the exhaust system at this interval ensures that minor defects do not evolve into major costly failures and helps maintain both performance and compliance with emission standards. For vehicles equipped with all-wheel drive or 4x4 systems, differential and transfer case fluids must not be overlooked. Many owners assume these are lifetime fluids and never check them, but experienced mechanics know that neglecting them is a leading cause of premature drivetrain failure. At the 10,000-mile inspection, the fluid doesn't always need to be replaced, but it must be inspected for color, clarity, and proper level. Low or discolored fluid signals early wear, and topping it up or servicing it promptly prevents catastrophic gear damage. Jeep and Subaru technicians consistently emphasize that regular checks at this interval are essential for longevity, as ignoring differential and transfer case fluids drastically reduces the lifespan of all-wheel drive systems. By catching potential issues early, the drivetrain can remain healthy enough to reach 500,000 miles or more. Belts, chains, and tensioners form another critical component of the 10,000-mile inspection. The serpentine belt drives essential systems like the alternator, water pump, power steering, and air conditioning, while the timing chain ensures engine valves open and close in precise sequence. Even a small crack, squeal, or rattle at this interval is a warning sign. Mechanics inspect belts for wear and listen for timing chain noise at idle, knowing that ignoring these early signals can result in catastrophic engine damage. A stretched timing chain, for instance, can jump timing and destroy an engine in seconds, while a failing serpentine belt can disable multiple systems simultaneously. One technician summarized it bluntly: the difference between a $50 belt and a $5,000 engine replacement often comes down to whether someone actually inspects these components every 10,000 miles. In today's vehicles, software updates and ECU recalibrations are also part of routine maintenance that many drivers overlook. Modern cars rely heavily on software to manage everything from fuel injection and transmission shifts to battery management and emissions control. At the 10,000-mile service, dealerships often check for ECU and TCU updates that manufacturers release quietly, addressing subtle inefficiencies or potential points of failure. For example, a